about how to use free vacations to get leads and sales for your business. Okay. On Monday, we talked about where to actually find these free vacation vouchers that you can give. And then Tuesday, we talked about how to actually position that in the form of an offer so that you can capture the lead's information with to dispense this, right? So we talked about maybe running a contest or giving this to your clients once they become your client, right? Is a free vacation, right? And then yesterday, I talked to you about how to actually automate this process so that as soon as they fill out the form, then they go immediately, it goes to the other system and it creates the voucher and then automatically sends the notification. Okay. Because the point of this program is to build a business that you love, put it on autopilot so you can generate that reoccurring passive income. Okay. Incentives are a great way to do that. However, some of you are in the vacation travel industry, okay? And while I can't restructure my whole Facebook page, today what I want to show you is how you can turn your Facebook profile into a funnel so that you can go get clients, if you are in the travel industry, who would be interested in booking a vacation with you rather than the 9 gazillion other travel agents on the planet, right? And you need to have something that makes you stand out among the other travel agents, okay? So that's what we're going to talk about today when we come back. Before we dive into today's training, I want to invite you to go to myvisionagency.com to become a member of Vision Marketing and Design. You can see that we have actually combined many different tool suites to help you promote your business online and put it on autopilot, including Go High Level Premium Tools, Tier 5 Premium Software, Genius Messenger CRM. We have over 85,000 plus white label content like ebooks, courses, and more. We also have access to the Vision Network, which has over 135 business owners. You also get live training Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Friday is our weekly Q&A session, so you can hop in the Zoom and ask me any questions you may have. We also have 2,000 plus social media templates to help you fast track your building brand. To become a member, you can choose the beginner plan, which has access to all of the training tools and content within the high level platform. If you want to get access to the Tier 5 extensions, in addition to everything in the beginner plan, you can choose the business plan here. You also can get access to all of the tools that we have in the program here in the professional plan, which does include the Genius Messenger CRM, which turns your personal Facebook profile messenger account into a CRM. It also does integrate with High Level. If you are an experienced marketer, you may actually want to become a partner with us. So you have 2 different ways of doing that. If you decide that you want to become a Tier 5 partner and resell all of the software, you can choose this option here. Just click here. This is my affiliate link. You get all of these bonuses here in addition to a free Vision membership. Okay, so that is this plan here. If you decide that you want to join High Level, you can actually do that here. But with this plan, you actually get the professional plan here. So you get all of these tools as well. If you are undecided, you're not really sure if this is the best program for you, I definitely encourage you to claim your 30-day free trial, get access to the beginner plan here, and make sure that this is the best solution for you. So let's dive into today's training. So welcome back. So what we're looking at now is a Facebook cover. Now you can easily create these on Canva. That's what I'm showing right now. And this is literally a template that I pulled up for different Facebook covers in the travel industry. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how you can get some really good ideas of how you want to position this. Okay, now they are showing here all about travel, but what you need to do is take the resources that you have. You have the vacation offers, right? You have, if you're a member of Vision, you have the Vision membership affiliate opportunity. You probably have, maybe you're part of an MLM and it is a cruise club, okay? One of our members, Ray Hines, he is in a cruise club and he can get really good discounts on travel. So I highly recommend you contact contact Ray if you're interested in booking a cruise. But what a powerful thing to take all of those opportunities that you have available and then packaging them together. Okay. So what you need to do is think about your target audience. And that's what we're going to talk about today when we actually dive into Facebook and start looking for those people. But the first thing you should do before you ever start looking for clients is create and set up your Facebook profile for success. Okay. So this is a great cover, but what I would recommend is not only do you want your own images here, like this would be great, like Ray and his wife, if he could take pictures of them on a vacation, like maybe a cruise to the Bahamas, maybe a cruise to somewhere else. Maybe this is a picture of them on a cruise someplace else, and then say travel the world or explore the world, and save or something like that, right? Or book with me and get a 3-night 4-stay in Fort Lauderdale. And that would be great because that's where the cruise would pick up, right? So you can offer these types of things right immediately on your cover, because when you're doing all this marketing and you're sending people to your Facebook profile, they're going to go look at your profile if they're good marketers. Right? Or if they're not marketers at all and they want to know who this person is that's sending me this this friend request, right? So we want them to know right away that we love travel and that we are a travel agency who can save them money and give them additional benefits by simply booking with us. We're not going to talk about whatever the company is that we're promoting on the back end. We're not going to talk about Marketing Boost and how we get these free vacations. We're not going to talk about the cruise company that we are affiliated with, if that's what we're doing. We're not going to talk about any of those things. We are just positioning ourselves as experienced travelers who know how to get the best deal on a vacation. Okay, that's what you want to be thinking about, because you are the people you are inviting. Their problem is they love to travel. Most of us are not millionaires, so we can't afford to travel as much as we would like to if we're travelers. So if they see this profile and now Ray is positioning himself as the solution to the traveler's problem, because he can provide them a very inexpensive way to explore the world. Okay, so I just wanted to give you some ideas. Here's another example: explore the world, and then here's some packages. So maybe Ray wants to say 3-night 4-day stay to Vegas or wherever the cruise is, right? Or whatever you want to throw in here. Since Marketing Boost also has the hotel savings cards, you could even say $500 hotel savings card. You could also say restaurant savings card, because that's also available. Or like club discounts for, cruises and free upgrade, whatever. Think about all of those awesome things that you can offer, even if they're available. Say you're in the MLM, it's the cruise club, and they say, hey, every time a person signs up, they get a free flight. Okay, let's just use that as an example. You could even say here that you get a free flight. Okay, so you want to think about all of your solutions, because your business is not the cruise club. Your business is not Marketing Boost. Okay, your business is a travel business. And if we're using Ray as an example, Ray Hines, right? That's the business. So that's what you want to be thinking about when you're doing this. You're not promoting another company. You are your own company, and that's what you want to promote. You are the person who has the massive info that can get them a great deal on vacations. Okay, here's another example as well. Same thing, just bundling your packages. Of course, you have your contact info. Maria knows. I do see that Maria is here. Awesome. And I think Online Nexus, is that Terry? I think. Hello, Terry. I think I see your picture there. Okay, so this is just another idea, right? And here's another idea. Start from $300. Okay, so that is a great strategy because you're letting them know, like, wow, I could take a cruise And for $300, I'm interested. Start from $300 and get a free $500 hotel voucher, right? So you could totally do that as well. Travel, book a seat today, great offers. Go to adventure, explore the world, book now. So you could be saying, book an appointment with me, and if I can't save you X amount of dollars, then I'm going to give you a 4-day, 3-night stay at one of 30 destinations in the United States. Okay. So hopefully I've kind of given you some ideas about how you can like position the travel in on your Facebook profile on the cover. Okay, so that's just the cover. So now what we need is, besides the cover, let me go back to my personal Facebook profile. Besides the cover here, you definitely want to make sure that you're filling out all this information. This is a very valuable piece of real estate here, because this is really where you can add your link. Okay, anywhere, whether they're viewing your Facebook profile on mobile or desktop, right underneath here is going to be your main call to action. Okay, this is a clickable link, so that is super easy if they're interested to click that link. All right. So it would be great if you're a travel agent and you have a website where they can book with you. Maybe you have a contest going, like we talked about this week, where you want to say, enter to win a free $500 hotel gift card, or enter to win a complimentary 4 nights or 3-night stay in Las Vegas, right? So you could do that and then have your link. And then now what you're doing is you are bringing in people who love to travel. They're immediately seeing that you can get travel discounts, and you're making it really easy because they can actually try you on for size, and you hopefully eliminate some of the skepticism, right? So you could either put your booking calendar here and have a, have them have a meeting. You could, like I said, have your website here, have a contest, enter to win, however you want to position it. Okay. It's just important that you have this settled before you ever start looking for the first person. Okay. The next most valuable piece of information, besides adding all of your links and your personal info, and your social media, you have this pinned post area. Okay, so this is a valuable piece of real estate as well, because again, we're leading them to the profile. We want them to see our cover. We want them to see our clickable link. And since we can now pin a post to the top, we want them to have a little bit more information about us. Okay, now they can scroll down our timeline like this and they could definitely get more info, but most people won't take the time to do that. So we want to make sure that we are utilizing all of these resources to maximize their exposure to us and our business. Now, if they accept our friend request, great, because they've likely already seen this and now they're interested. Okay. And if they don't accept our friend request, they've just saved us a lot of time, because we don't have to have pointless conversations with people who are not interested in, our vacations. And the whole point here is, while I love making friends and networking, the point to spending your time on something is because you need to gain, right? You need to have a benefit. And since this is our business, if you want to scroll through late at night or whatever and just kind of look at cat videos or whatever, that's cool. But when it's time to make sales, we need to look at this as a business. Okay. So this is valuable real estate. So like I said, this pinned post right here, you definitely want to make sure, like if you're running a contest, like I was saying, or you're just using like a hotel, get a $500 hotel voucher for booking an appointment, you could actually even wait until they show up to the appointment to give them the voucher, to give incentive to be, to actually show, people. If you have a meeting with them, they will definitely convert much better, because meeting you in person helps to break down the barrier, the know, like, and trust. You're no longer a stranger anymore because they've been able to actually meet and talk with you. Okay. So this would be a good example of, a pinned post. It's professional. If you guys aren't great designers, it's no worries. Use Canva. These are Canva templates that I'm showing you here. Just search travel in the templates under Facebook posts. But But these are just examples. Remember, you want to personalize it. You want to make this your own brand colors. You want to make this your own offer. Don't put discount up to 40% if you can't do that, right? But you may want to say, book with me and choose one of these destinations to get a complimentary 3-night, 4-day stay in, wherever, a destination of your choice. Okay. You could also, here's another example here, explore, travel the world with us, travel destinations, and then you see the contact info. Of course, this should definitely be a picture of you, preferably you with your family on a vacation, because again, it's part of making you a real person, not just some like weird person online who's promising a discount and they're already skeptical, right? So if this is a real, a picture of you with your family or you on vacation, that's definitely a bonus. Here's another example, explore the world, travel time. You have some info here, book now, and then your website. It's really great to have the book now and then your website, because if you're pinning the post, it's not going to go anywhere. It doesn't really affect the algorithm because the post is pinned to the top, right? So people who go to your profile, they're seeing it pinned to the top. But if you just post this and you don't plan on pinning it to the top and you add a link in the description, it will get buried. Almost no one will see it, especially if that link leads them outside of Facebook. Okay, so that's just kind of cheating the algorithm. So any way that you can make sure that they have your contact information, that is definitely crucial. So this is a great example of that. Okay, let's see, back to travel time, have some info here, book now. So we're just booking appointments, travel destination, explore the world, book now. I would add something because this is kind of generic. It doesn't really solve a problem for me as a traveler. So I would say definitely something, travel destinations 50% off, or choose a destination and get a free $500 hotel savings card. So I would say something like that as opposed to just having this as an example. Now, when it comes to continuous content, once they're in your Facebook profile, you definitely want to keep sharing cool things about travel. So thankfully, if you're a Vision member, you can actually click on the resources and go to social media. You scroll down here, there's a whole category of travel quotes, 50 would you rathers, 50 travel tips. Those are great things. Again, you want to brand these templates. They're built on Canva, and you want to brand the templates to make sure that your website's on there, your pictures, your branded colors. You can go to colorhunt.co to choose a color palette that works best for you, but you need to make sure to be consistent. I do preach about this a lot. Okay. So once you have all, that is your whole social media strategy. Okay. Now let's get down to the dirt of how do you find these people and what do you do once you find them? Okay. So I'm going to use two tools and I'm going to tell you the coolest little hack here that I actually have been doing and found really, really great success. Okay. I had to get a drink of water for that one. Okay. So the first thing, if I have a travel business, what I want to do is I want to go search for travel groups. Okay. Now, of course, this is a no-brainer. This is usually what a lot of people do. They just, well, that's inappropriate. They just don't do it correctly. Okay. So I'm going to go to travel groups here, and then I'm going to click on this one, solo travelers. Okay. Let's say that this is my group. Actually, I think I do have a travel group that I'm in. Let's say my groups. Okay, USA Travel Adventures. Okay, so I'm going to go to this group and I'm going to join the group, okay? Now, this is not advertise your business here. Don't waste your time on those. They're just all spammy. This is people who are just sharing their adventures, just people who love to travel, okay? So now, guess what? That's our exact client if we're a travel agent, right? Because these people love to travel. They love to travel so much that they have joined a group in the United States where they can travel. Okay. So what are the chances these people would love to enter a contest for a free hotel stay, or they would love to, book a cruise or book just another, vacation or whatever? These people love to travel. Okay. So there are a few methods that you can use. You can click here for the members, and you can go up to Friend Connector Pro. And that is a tool if you are a Vision member and you are in the business planner above, you have access to Friend Connector Pro. It's just one of your tools included. And what Friend Connector Pro is going to do is it's going to scroll through here and it's going to find all of the people who meet this criteria that we set, and it's going to send them a friend request automatically. Okay. Now, I do recommend if you're using this, at least do 3-minute intervals. You definitely want to put a limit, maybe even 100. Or I'm always fluctuating and testing this. I have only had my account restricted one time using this, and it's because I was just being not diligent. I just sent too many, too fast is the thing. So you want, when you're using these tools, because Facebook doesn't like them, if you're using them, always think about you're trying to replicate human behavior. Okay. So that's really important because that's what Facebook's looking for. If you do this 30 to 60 seconds and you say, I want 5,000 friends, unlimited, then you're definitely going to get restricted. So think about just human behavior. Let's just say 3 minutes. Let's say 100 people. Now, if I have, for some reason, an opportunity that is just for women, I may want to choose the gender and just choose female, or I may want to choose male if I have something that's just for men, right? But if it doesn't matter, I'm not going to choose the gender filter there. I may have, like, this is a great example for people in the United States who are taking road trips. Okay, that's what this group is for. Maybe I just want to only choose the people in the United States, especially if the vacation vouchers that I'm offering or whatever my travel business is, if it's only for the United States, then what good would it do me to have people outside of the United States? But then again, you may have like an international travel and you don't want the United States, but you want to choose other countries that people are in, right? So you can sort by either tier level, the tier of the country, so 1, 2, or 3, or you can choose specific countries, okay? You can resume from the last search, like maybe you had it running for a while and then you stopped for whatever reason, you can resume there. You can type in certain keywords. Maybe you only want business owners or entrepreneurs or something like that. You could also exclude keywords. So maybe you don't want anyone who says affiliate marketer or whatever. You could definitely do that. Once you set your filters however you want, you're just going to click run. And then I'm not going to do that because I don't want to get these people in there. But when you click run, it's going to just scroll through here and it's going to start sending friend requests. Okay, so make sure if you're using this and a little window will pop up here and it'll say, don't refresh your screen, it's running. So if you have this open, you'll also see up here, there's another little window that opens. And that's because, remember, it's a robot. It's trying to replicate human behavior. So what you need to do is not be on Facebook when you're using this. Just let it run, okay? The point of automation tools is not for you to disrupt them. Just let them do their business, all right? So that is one way of getting friends, okay? But you may want to be even more specific, okay? So there's actually especially if you are in network marketing, you understand there's power in the recruitment, okay? If you can get some top marketers in the travel industry to sign up with your company, guess what? Now you're getting all of their downline into your downline. So that is a huge benefit. A lot of people feel like, well, if they're already in the travel industry, they're a competitor. That's not necessarily true. I sell a lot of tools. Then this is why you need to have multiple solutions. I sell a lot of tools to people who already have tier 5 or who already have high level or who are already using Genius Messenger CRM, because not all of them are using all of them, right? So if I am successful using all 3 and someone only has 2, why would I not suggest the third one? Obviously, we're on the same track here, so why would I not suggest that? There's lots of power in the network as well as just the individual traveler, okay? So how do you find that out? How do you find out what the most popular posts are? Because that will give you an example of the kind of content that gets a lot of engagement, but also who are the people? And on the popular posts, wouldn't it be great if you could send friend requests to those people? So I'm going to show you how to do that. You can use Guru Flu, which is another Chrome extension. And again, you guys have this in your back office. If you are in the business or professional plan, you have access. And what you want to do is go to the group, and you can assign different points, okay? So like 1 point for someone who liked a post, 2 points for someone who commented on the post. There is a time delay, of course, because we're trying to mimic human behavior, and the number of posts, okay? So what I'm going to do is scan that group, and what it's going to do is it's going to find all of the popular posts, okay? It's going to tell me what are the most popular posts, and then it's also going to tell me who are the people who have the most the posts with the most engagement. So it's going to base it off of that point system that we just told it to do. We could give more points if we only want people, or we want to really focus on the people who are commenting, or we could give more points to the people who maybe clicked like or something like that and reacted to the post. So you determine what Guru Flu is going to find, okay? Now, once it stops scanning, you can click here to show data, and it's going to show you in that group, this person right here has 257 points. Now, he has a lot more points than these other people, okay? So let's find out why. So we're going to click go to post, and we want to see, well, obviously that's beautiful. And in reality, he may have traveled to this place and taken pictures. If he did a great job. He may have gone to Canva and typed in South Dakota and took pictures. I mean, you just never know, right? But now you know, as the person who's marketing the travel business, that you need to go to your timeline and you need to post beautiful pictures of these places, right? That you have available to offer. Or even if you're like a marketing agency and you are running a contest for a trip to Vegas, you definitely want to be showing cool pictures of Vegas, right? What we learned here is very good evidence of what is attractive to travelers. They love this, okay? So if there are two things that I love about this, all right? Now, this person obviously loves to travel. So let's go and click on his profile and let's check him out. Okay, so that looks cool. He's got lots of pictures here. He may be a travel agent. We don't know, but maybe we want to send a friend request because obviously he loves to travel. He shared these beautiful pictures. He's probably a good lead, okay? The next thing, though, is let's go to, and you can see that here by the influencers, right? So these are all people who have the most points gained from our scan. So maybe we want to go to this next person here. He might even have something, Infinite Explorers. So see, they have a business where they are exploring. So these would be great leads if I have free vacations and hotel stays. They're also great people to have in my network because they look successful. I love this picture. That's genius. So it's a great thing for me to learn from, but also to get ideas from. Here's another great image. So they have all of their social media here. They have themselves. So lots of great info. Oh, that's really cool too. Okay. And so here are the posts from the group. If we wanted another example, we could click go to post and check that out. Okay. But what we are going to do is we want to send, because on this post, all these people are commenting, right? So there's lots to be said about the people who are commenting and engaging with the post. One, they're likely real people instead of spammers and scammers. So that says a lot. But two, they love to travel. And three, they're engaged on Facebook. Okay, so, and especially like these people, they just commented a day ago, 21 hours ago, 17 hours ago. So we can go to the post and we can actually click Friend Connector Pro, and now we can send a we can send a friend request to all the people who engage with this specific post. Okay, so we can choose reactions, and if you click here, you can actually choose individual reactions, or you can just click here to choose all of them. and then click done. You can just choose reactions, you can choose comments, or you can choose both. Let's just say both. And then you want to choose your interval. And remember, we want to pretend we are a human being doing this. So let's say 3 minutes. We could choose the gender filter again, or the country if we wanted to. We could also choose to look up mutual friends. So this is a good one too. A lot of spammers and scammers will not have have mutual friends with you, right? But if you have and 10 is usually the number I like to use. If we have 10 mutual friends, that does a couple things, okay? One, it kind of opens up our network so we're not so spammy. When they see that we have mutual friends, they're more likely to accept our friend request, okay? And then two, I feel like it filters out a lot of the people who are completely irrelevant to my business, and maybe they're just not actual people. So I like to choose 10. Again, you may have a different purpose for that. I am certainly not the expert of all things. I'm just telling you what works for me and what I do. Okay. Again, you can add keywords you want to look for. Maybe you want to just look for all the people who are retired. You could even choose that. Or negative keywords. Maybe you don't want anyone who's retired, so you could add that there. And then, of course, you have your message groups. So you could send them a message when you get the friend request. You could also send a message when you accept the friend request, or when you decline it, or when you accept it, saying, thank you for, whatever, when they accept your friend request. I really do not encourage you to use these because it's kind of spammy. People just don't like it. If you accept a friend request and they immediately send you a message, it just feels like a cold call, and it's just not appealing. I don't like to message people at all when I'm doing this. Okay, I don't like to do that at all. I like to create content that makes them message me. So I am not doing any cold outreach with this message. Okay, I am drawing them in and weeding them out for the people who are interested in what I am doing. Okay, so once I've selected all this criteria, I'm going to click run. And then it is going to go through this entire post, and it's going to send friend requests to everyone who met my criteria. Okay, so now let's talk about when they actually get into your page. Okay, now, of course, keep in mind, and we can use mine as an example here. You can see I'm sharing things about this tragedy. That was so sad. And then I'm also sharing that's a weird segue into this one, but I'm also sharing hey, we just got 2 new platforms added to our schedule, and I have a screenshot. Okay, now I'm not saying, hey, sign up or whatever. Not every post needs to be that, but I'm just informing people of the things that I'm doing, right? Like who am I and what do I do? So I like to show that. Here is an example of what I'm just teaching today. I discovered a way to search any group for the most engaged posts, and da-da-da-da. You guys can read it, but the point is, people will definitely ask, how did you do that? That's so cool. And you can see that people are engaging with that. Also, let's see if you can't find. So I'm sharing just some motivational things. Here's a contest, I'm sharing a training that I did on YouTube. If you scroll all the way down here, you'll see that I did some contests. Here's a post here about, my business. Here's a post about Engagement Monster. I'm sharing that, and then people are commenting. So when people comment like that, and keep in mind, I'm not saying, hey, sign up for this. I'm not talking about it's actually Engagement Monster. What I want them to do is see the post, and if this is something relevant to them and they're interested, they're going to comment down here just like Rebecca did. Yes, I want more information. Now, we can use Post Pro, and I've done training on this before, about how you can automate this process. So you can actually say, if you want to get access to my free robot, comment robot below, and I'll send you the link, and then you can automate that whole process with Post Profits Pro, and that is also included if you are in the business plan or above. Now, here's another example. This is a great post I actually put in the high level group. Now, why would I do that? Because this shows me as I'm just helping people, right? And in reality, the back end story of this post was I was trying to figure out how to add a DMARC record, how to configure the DMARC record. And I figured it out. I contacted support and da 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 da. And I thought, wow, that's really great value because I didn't even know it was that easy. So I shared this in high level. I shared it in another group. And when everyone engaged, guess what I did? I went back to that post and I used the Friend Connector Pro. I clicked here and then I sent them all a friend request because now I've introduced myself as someone who provides solutions to them, to provides value, and they know who I am. So when they see they get a friend request from me, they're more likely to accept the friend request because I've already kind of introduced myself. Okay. So here's just some more information, right? I'm talking about Genius Messenger. And so again, I'm saying, hey, how would you like to turn your personal Facebook profile into a CRM? I'm not talking about Genius Messenger. I mean, you can see that it is. But these are all just posts that I get people, commenting all the time. Hey, how did you do that? I want to find out more information. I'm scrolling all the way down here. Like here's an example, 950 done for you high converting emails. So again, I'm positioning myself. I add my website there. People are commenting about it. I'm talking about Pabbly, and everything that I talk about is positioning whatever it is as a solution. You can see 29 people comment here. I'm talking about the boot camp, like, hey, who wants a free 4-day boot camp on how to create a coaching business? And people comment. I do not ever cold message people. Okay. I put this content, I'm showing you exactly what I'm doing, no holds barred. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, it's totally free. So there is a contest. This is what I wanted to scroll all the way down to show you some examples of how that works. If you just be patient with me here, because I think it is. So here's an example, right? How would you like a free tool? 17 people, they're commenting, and then there's the CF cloner, and that is all done. Again, it's done automatically, right? And if we click here and we go to, or actually, if I go to, oh, I don't have it enabled. So there is another contest down here. I'm looking for that one that I did where we did the winner chicken dinner contest. Here we go. So this is another example. Now I'm just saying who wants some free money, but you could easily use this same post for a contest for a free vacation. Okay. Like who wants a free 3-night stay in Las Vegas? Okay. All you have to do is leave a reaction, comment on the post, share the post, and then I will send you a link to claim your free vacation. Now, in reality, if you get a lot of traffic on this, it would be great for you to, what's a $100 investment, which that's the activation fees for the vacation vouchers. Okay. So you could pay that and chalk it up to a great marketing campaign that only cost you $100, or you could give these away willy-nilly, or you could just say complimentary vacation. All you have to do is pay the activation fees, okay? Still, these hotels, I don't want to turn you off from using them at all, because these hotels are usually like $350 a night, and the activation fees are only like $33 a night. So it's still a dramatic savings, definitely. So that's just some examples there, okay? Now, once they comment or they message you, because you will, if you're using all of these strategies here, they're going to message you, okay? So I'm actually going to take you in the back end, and you can see Vanna here wants more information, okay? So what I use is Genius Messenger CRM. And what this does is it turns your Facebook profile into a CRM. Okay, so I'm going to click here and we can actually go into the back end. And what's really cool is it brings in all of your friends and then you can add labels to them. You can message them privately. You can add notes. You can actually set notifications and you can send the info to a webhook. Now, we use high level inside of our program. Okay, so if you're a member, you automatically have high level. So it does integrate. If you click on APIs, which I can't show you because that is private information, but it integrates via API. So you can send all of your information here from your leads into your high level dashboard. Okay. So you can organize here by leads. So these are all the people I gave a free tool to. These are all the people I need to follow up with. Hot leads. So these are people who have asked for information and I need to likely follow up with them. My business connections, customers, warm leads. We even have cold leads, family. And I think this is just an extra that I created. You also have global templates here. So you can create, and you can see that there are a lot. So you can actually create these and every time, because I know that if you do a lot of time, you spend a lot of time on Messenger, you will be typing out the same thing over and over and over again. So if you can create these templates, all you have to do is when someone says, hey, Bridget, nice connecting with you. What do you do? I can just click this and paste and say, hey, this is exactly what I do. Or maybe they just share a link or whatever, right? So I have all of these already predetermined responses, okay? You can also go and check out your friends here. That's what we just talked about. You can create message segments. And I definitely went into more detail about this. You can send broadcast messages to people, okay? And that is really, really great, especially like, for example, I sent a broadcast message to all the people who had messaged me about free tools, okay? So that was like 63 people. Now, if they message me about a engagement monster and they're like, hey, I want some more information, what do you think the chances are that they would be interested in another free tool? Okay, so what you can do is send out a broadcast message to all the people in this with this label and say, hey, you were interested in the engagement monster, but I actually just released another tool. Would you like to try it out for free as well? Chances are they're going to say yes. And now you are making an even better connection with them because you are now the person who is giving them free stuff, right? Maybe you want to say, hey, if you're a travel agent, hey, I am giving away $100 hotel gift card for anyone who books a meeting with me. Or you were chosen as a contest winner of my Facebook friends, and I just wanted to give you a $100 hotel savings card. Okay, these are all things that you can do that capture their attention, that's not spammy, and that are really effective because we're not asking for anything. They message us first and ask for info, and we just keep giving and giving and giving. And eventually people feel so obligated because you've given them so many things that they're like, if I'm going to sign up for anything, I'm just going to ask Bridget first, because if she has any suggestions or any like tools that are better, I want to talk to her first. And that is how you build that network. And that is how you build the people who know, like, and trust you. Okay. Because you're giving. There's so many people who are just interested in spamming and just seeing like, hey, do you want my link? Oh, okay. Never mind. Or, hey, join my group. Here's the link. And they move on and they never follow up. Nobody cares. They're never going to be successful in online marketing because all they want to do is take. So give, 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 give. And then I promise you, you will build up a network of people who want to give back to you. Okay. That's my speech on all of that. So before you can send broadcast messages, you need to create message segments. And when you create those message segments, you will put those segments together to create a message group. And then you can send out the broadcast. Okay. Now, the reason it's like that is because in the message segments, you want to say something very relevant. Like, for example, here's an intro. Hey, first name, hi, first name, and then just the first name. Okay. Now, the system is built like this because you need to make sure that you are sending variations of the message that you're trying to send if you're doing broadcast messages, okay? Because if you send the same message over and over and over again to people all in a row here with the broadcast, then Facebook is going to block you. Okay, so be very mindful. Use this with caution and think about real human behavior. Okay, you would likely, I mean, you may message the same exact message to like 20 people before you get tired. Okay, but no one's going to message the same exact message to 300 people all within like 10 seconds of each other. Okay, so always keep that in the back of your mind. Is this real human behavior? Okay. So once you create all of those, like I said, you want to put those message segments into groups. Okay, so if we talk about the birthday wisher, you see that I have a segment called intro, and then greeting, and then birthday wisher, and then interested. Okay, so I've put all of those segments together into this one group, and I could do multiple variations or multiple groups as well, but I just have one here. Okay, now once you create that, then you're going to go to the broadcast, and you're going to create a broadcast. You can send it to people that have specific tags or labels. You want to select your interval, and take my best advice here. The more people that you're sending the message to, the longer in between. So if you're sending 100 people in this broadcast, then you want to do maybe 10 minutes. Okay. And I wouldn't suggest any more than 100 people for sure. Okay. So I would suggest 10 minutes. Now select your message group. Okay. If I was sending birthday wisher, I would want to do that. And then you can schedule when to start your campaign, limit the number of people to broadcast. So you're definitely like, you would want to put, 100 or 50 or whatever. So what's cool about this is, let's say that you did like 1,000, you could always stop it after 50 and just like wait a little while, and then you could resume it. Okay. So it's not like you just do it and there's nothing you can do about it. So after it runs, now you can tell it what to do after. Okay. Do you want it to change the label? Because maybe you want to change the label instead of like maybe they all had the label of birthday wisher, and I sent them I sent them the message and it was talking about Post Profits Pro. Well, maybe I want to change that label to be like Post Profits Pro, or maybe I want to say, hot leads or whatever, right? I could add new tags if I want to. So maybe they've already been tagged within a birthday wisher, and I want to tag them now with Post Profits Pro. And then that way I know that these people I've already offered an birthday wisher and Post Profits Pro. Okay. I could also add notes. Maybe I want to say these people have been offered birthday wisher and Post Profits Pro or whatever, right? Or maybe I want to remove tags and I want to say now instead of a cold lead, they're a warm lead. Okay. So you definitely have lots of options, but use this cautiously and always keep in mind the human behavior. Okay. There's even some messages here to like warn you, hey, use this cautiously. So you can also download your messages, and there are pipelines here as well. And this is integrated with High Level, so you can see that it's integrated with my High Level account. So it's bringing in all of my sales pipelines. So if I'm talking to someone and want to add them to that pipeline, I can do that. Like sometimes people will say, hey, I just signed up for whatever tool, and I want to check my pipeline and make sure that, my automations are working, they're in the right spot, or maybe I just want to manually add them or whatever, right? So lots of really cool things. Now, once you get, like I said, now you understand like how to set up your Facebook profile as a funnel, how to get them to message you, okay? Because really what we're talking about is coming from groups to your personal Facebook profile so that they can see all of your content and engage. And then they're going to end up in your messenger, okay? And then once they're in your messenger, now you're following up with them and you are, having conversations and all of that stuff. And then you can, of course, organize them and do all of that, right? And then the last part of that is ending up in High Level, right? So we've walked through the whole process of setting up your system and then actually going out to get leads. They all work. And you notice that we did it backwards, right? We started with our funnel. We automated the process. Then we went and we set up our profile as a funnel. And then we went out to find the people to bring into the funnel. Okay. So lots of info here. I hope that I really tried to make that as clear as possible in the travel industry. Obviously, I couldn't restructure my whole thing to show you that, but it's just the process is just the same no matter what your niche is, right? You're just going to go where the people are that are interested in your opportunity, and you want to build that relationship. But you don't, a lot of people think you have to just cold message and say, oh, so the weather's beautiful today. Guess what? Nobody cares. And as soon as you do that, they know that you are just up to something. Especially if I get a message and they're like, oh, how's business? It's like, oh man, I'm going to go to their profile and see they're like in, appointment setting or something. And it's like, now I'm thinking, why are you cold messaging me and you're in an appointment setting? If I hire you, are you going to cold message people to offer them my business? That's not how I want to be perceived. And so it's just super annoying. And we're all, when you've been in the game for a while, you already know, you can recognize the spam as soon as you see it. And we are not spammers. We are marketers. We put out the content to the people who are interested in our product or service, and they contact us. Because that's the difference between marketing and sales. Okay. So Edison says, I just joined. Yay. Let's see. Quite excited about these offers. Awesome. I know, Edison. It's really, and make sure to check out those templates as well in the dashboard, because I know that you're into e-commerce, and there are some good examples of how you can use that to promote different offers and things and encourage sales. So again, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you want to become a member, make sure to go to myvisionagency.com. And I will see you all tomorrow for our Friday Q&A. And don't forget, someone is going to win a prize tomorrow. Whoever shows up for the Friday Q&A, I'm going to start giving out prizes to one lucky winner. So if you are wanting to join me in the Friday Q&A, make sure to do that inside your back office. And I will see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.